How to extend hard disk partition backwards, to the left, without third-party tools. I'm trying to extend the D-column partition, using unallocated 30.91 GB space at its left side. Another thread states it can't be done using Disk Management's UI and it suggests using third-party tools. However, how can we do this natively, for example diskpart, without installing/downloading additional software?
Yes, that is possible. Copy all the data from your D drive to a different disk/partition, delete the volume of D and then recreate it. Then move your data back on the new D drive. That is the only way without third-party tools.
The reason why there's no simple way to do what you want is that the internal data structures in a partition record where files are located relative to the start of the partition. Extending a partition to the right is relatively simple since it only requires changing the maximum size value. Extending to the left also requires either relocating every sector of data, or modifying all the data structures in the partition to change their offset values to reflect the changed starting location. Neither of those operations are quick, and during the process the partition is not internally consistent, which means that any interruption in the process, e.g. power failure, would leave it corrupt. The data loss risk in doing this is probably why a way to do this isn't built into the OS. The benefit to a small minority of users isn't worth the, primarily PR, liability they'd be taking on for when something goes wrong.
If you don't want to spend money on third-party tools, the resize you want to do can be done with Carded, and you can download the Carded LiveX for free. Carded Live CD website. Have in mind that resizing the partition to use previous space will take a long time since the partition software usually have to copy all data from your partition, 259 GB.
Here's another possibility. Get another drive with enough space to store the contents of drive D. Delete the existing partition D. Create a new partition in the empty space, which will include the extra 30 GB. Copy your files back. Make sure that when performing the copy, both the source and the destination are NTFS, and that you take care to preserve permissions.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.